Assalamu alaikum o Juma Mubarak na de hajia keto amena mabai efi se mpanyimfo no call meka no munya mai ba me medi omanim kan enti enemi mo bia Juma Mubarak assalamu alaikum pacho UTV Adekye Nsroma sunye sabre de no so abo apa ho meeting no en9 eniti ye de watch the road April enen so yasese mu kakra ye de DVL for aba enti DVL for so omo ka ho ne kwan ne so bejo empe bebre ye bebusa se how worthy are roads ye kwan ya ye see ye mu kwaji road worthy driver ni hia road worthy no da bia se antipel ba me say yenya ye fam de enkanka ne ye ka defensive driving no ye se wo de ye wo de se wahu sa na afi ebredru so ane abusa aban so se ede no so ye ede aboa enti ene ye busa ekwan no ene ho krata sem no a ebema ka adi mu se obefa kwan ni so enti bibia efa road worthy eho no sa wo kasa no ana pede driver's license mum ene o see emfa driver's license in chat o mati ati o mo be die ene e beto aso sa first in the no mo yese but eti ade o mo se o mo beba enti o say na ni gisi e de driver's license be chat here enti eni kan driver's license tie be kan driver's license e ho asem na quick one ma memfa ye de bon krata ni mu nsem ne mawe ye wi ana fe ye nya kwan atwaso efiho. The Ghanaian Times, Royal Bonds shared heritage as Antony meets Ken Meswati III at Menchia. Ghana must develop a comprehensive framework on AI, and that's according to Brian Echampong. Focus on 4 pillars of revenue generation, said Tekpe. Minor jail 23 years for defiling 3-year-old girl. Let's invest in saving lives, not bombs. President Mahama implores global leaders. The custodian says Tokonu exposes enemies of rule of law, and Nkofor warns NPP against religious and tribal bigotry. Zoom Lion expands management expertise to Burkina Faso. The Ghanaian Point, tap into Ghana's strategic advantages and 24-hour economy agenda. Honorable Julius Tebra urges Chinese investors. Please intensify crackdown on street robbery. 7 suspects arrested at Sakasaka Park and Dagomba Junction. This is not fit for purpose. They must all go. That's according to the chairman of the NDC, Mr. Johnson Esiedun Ketia, popularly known as General Mosquito. Choose presidential candidate based on merit, not identity, Kufuor tells NPP. The Chronicle, AI must be demystified. Teaching alone is not enough, Brian tells educators. Intim Fajo criticizes desecration of national monuments by gay couple. Veteran journalist Ebo Kwanzaa is no more. Oh, Uncle Ebo, may his soul rest in peace. The Inside, illicit drug trade. We are coming after you. VIP Nakop warns cartels. War on Iran and the myth about U.S. righteous wars. The Ghanaian publisher, Zoom Lion accelerates Africa expansion, launches Burkina West project. Ahenyo Macken questions Mohammed's priorities. John 4 unveils GJA re-election agenda. I'll marshal every effort to defend myself. Justice Tokonu there. Last but not the least, Daily Post, Guzitano presents 24-hour economic document to Speaker. Policy kicks off on July 2. Talk of 24-hour economy and ye deputy DG and as a CEO ewo Tema Shipyard PSC Tema Shipyard ebe bon komo impuni pupa too because ose omo fiti ase dadampo ansa na ebe keke off no enti enkomo a ebe die no and afi Ghana risk US visa sanctions over high student overstay rate. Ablakwa confirms we enkrata and if you don't pay aba ejaso na every no continue be ya say be call ora Emmanuel Kluger on deputy director driver training testing and licensing wo DVLA no timitumi kan DDTL hey omupedi no di bia wo enti ye ni ora Emmanuel Kluger ye ba beka said your mufaso a omoma license ene enema etisa wo DVLA eno ho nkomo ene ye ba beboy Mr. Kluger akwaba.
Thank you very
much. But you me fa caveat kakra nto woman say twi no de na so be me na ni kakra na sisi ayi de wanya ba twi BBC de obeye ni ho nti ye be ne kakra wati ti se ka dada na ya momo road weight na e ba che ejuma mu ti se
ejuma mu ba ebi nu ye fake o
ebi mu ye fake o
ebi nu ye stickers name
ye papa
it is not coming from our authority and free here.
I see. You better come once.
The next episode we'll talk about.
Yeah, that's it. Say wajibra bane. Ensuye mu nyina watu to mu aba. Yeah, that's it. Pacho, se musi obi a driver. Odiviele kasa mu. Why na mu fa no? And I'm describing it so a driver.
Okay. So you say obi a driver. A generic terms.
Okay.
I the man say obi out to me trika e work kwan so bia your friend or driver.
Okay.
And I will be a friend like a licensed driver.
Okay.
Nature says Sani Pana after all the requirements and has been authorized to drive on our road. And I have friend a licensed driver.
Okay. And since you are driver and a licensed driver mo.
Yes. Oko bunsium baby ye wash your cars. No one say boys no titi wa. Onyadi ukima omo pe na started to car. Okay. Those people are not licensed to drive, but they can sit behind the steering wheel or move the vehicle from one point to the other.
Okay.
Until say you have a valid document that you are qualified, we can call you a licensed driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the hina more recognize it between the driver and the licensed driver.
We recognize a licensed driver.
Okay.
When you're a driver, okay, that is an illegal act. A law can take you on.
Okay.
Yes.
And you say, ebe dey na obi enya license na odia driving.
So we can so your license. The first point, of course, we apply through the DVLA. Also, when you're 18 years, and then you should be of a sound mind. Also, why you mean that?
Okay.
And then you should be able to pass also the basic medical examination.
Okay.
One of it, any site, eye test. Okay, all the reports no be my na you say site ni nya. Enya dey be my license. But emranso ma another option. With the aid of glass, obetumi drive.
Okay.
But say we need back no boa. But the law that we have today, no, untimi driving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
other alternative glasses dey obetumi drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other alternative means like if you cannot see. And then, but with the aid of glass, which means it's able to me my driver's license. I
see. Driver's license and you will move ahodo categories.
You were category back 6.
Okay, 5FM.
You were A.
Okay.
License say nature so able to me riding motorbike.
Okay.
And I will B.
Motorbike in Kwan.
Motorbike in Kwan over to
tricycles.
Tricycles need to be to me riding once I will license A.
License A. Yeah. Okay. License B.
And I B nature so be to me driving saloon cars. Uber ni other small cars you know be to me. Pickups so be to me the B are driving.
Okay.
And you can as well drive 4x4 cross country vehicle with license B.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will C.
Okay.
C and they be to me drive trotro. Obetumi driving these Hyundai Mighty trucks. Any Kia Bongos no mean
Kia Bongos ni dey
Kia Bongo after Mighty ni longer.
Oh, okay.
Followed by the Kia Bongo no see a very small. No so multi the fan from one point to another, especially carrying of load. Any foodstuffs ni mo use it.
Okay. Two kita license B ya. Untumi mfa nka Kia na abuso kan macho no za unu abuso kan macho ase Kia Kambu no
no betimi dia kan Kambu no na very small capacity ni very small until betimi dia kan
okay but see ni dey na just ase wo ko Kia kese ni say rhinos ni mu no
yes so to call rhinos no mo betimi use see
okay
any 4x4 V8 ni we ni nyina betimi dey see aka
wo dey see aka madam ka say 4x4 no wo dey B
4x4 even though the back can be you can as well use it when you have the C.
A C.
Yeah.
Okay. Afe D.
Afe D ni Amian cars.
Okay.
Any heavy trucks be I find you might be able to me use it.
Okay.
D ni and they are driving.
Okay. So we have 4. Then it means we should have E and F.
Yeah, well E. E ni for F moving machines. Forklift, dozer, any tractors. Or when they use the E.
Na F no so idea.
F ni long vehicle, articulated vehicle, any rigid tracks, long ones, you can use it to drive.
Okay. Not just say enu na ye kese pa.
Until unya F na obet me drive B class, obet me drive C class, obet me drive D.
Okay.
In addition to the F.
Okay.
And emergency where my coin say obet me anya 3 category of license, 1 person.
And no
provided say what pass all the tests that you are required to pass. What to be passed then you bet me amount 3. Obi already motor or driving or to me operate F moving machine. You bet me the nyina amount license back also.
Oh, okay. But any time because so yama F, and he said the be ya, and I am D, and I am E. I just said the one the chinning in our way to me the account. This is amount 3 separate ones. Yes,
this is origin in our boom. Obi ride here ne ochina una no chika.
Okay.
The next obi who na mining site, operate damper.
Okay.
I operate forklift.
Okay. So onya ne license e man kwan so betumi a operate we. The internet me bisan so kitadi a wa ma ya ate so betumi aka de wo wachi no. Ti okitadi a say etumi che say oh ananka e betumi a che say oh okitadi yi de otumi e de echi car ti say trailer, right?
Yeah.
Trailer AD.
No trailer na nyedi. Trailer no. E na ye earth moving machine.
Okay.
Omo operation is different. Mostly sir category of license no. Your town or your lorry coins, so they are at the mining site.
Mining site.
Any warehouses.
Okay.
Those are the areas that they operate. So it's a specialized specialized operation.
Okay.
And now
nti the who were kwan so no de be hu pa ye E no. Omo mu twi kasa kese pa.
No, enye E.
Eno ye de D.
Eno ye D.
Nti E for no so wo he.
D for no na e mining site ni
me ka say F no na o say S moving machines.
Earth moving machine that one is for the E class.
E class and then the F is for which?
F no ye articulated vehicles.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So the trailers obeba articulated vehicles so mo twi F no.
Yes.
I see. We nyina be call one license card so.
E be call one license card so we who category. Ni nyina e be tumi am say A, B, and F.
Okay. One card.
One card. So we tumi anya obi so obenya no be A and C.
Okay.
A and B.
Okay.
In that permutation no.
Momo permutation no.
No permutation no.
E card ni so.
Card ni so.
Nti at a glance, okay, mafa card.
Yeah.
Me sure me who say A, B, F. Also.
Yeah, you can get F also.
Unya F also.
Unya F also.
Why?
When you have B, you upgrade from B to C.
Okay.
Let's just say B na free so. Now by C.
Okay.
We upgraded from C, you move to D.
Okay.
By then na C na free one. Now by D. You upgrade again from D to F. Now D na free so now by F now.
Now I get it.
Yes.
And once obi kita F no. Say police MTT di stopping na onim dia nipa na obetimi di atwi.
Onim ni obetimi di atwi. And now here your lances na echi no so the interpretation ewo ho.
Next week ya fa mo license ni bibra. Me de ni de me mfa ma onye classes. Nti ya fa bibra.
My printing is very bold so that we can display.
That will be much better.
Display our way.
Afi kwan ben so ene fa yenya all these classes of license. Ebe den na driver ni wonya ni license na yakase o ye licensed driver.
Then so be apply to DVLA.
Okay. Yeah, apply necessary.
Apply necessary be by DVLA. Say open say usua kaka. Na why give license. Na ya mawo ade a your friend say learner license. Before you mawo learner license, so be require eye test first. And then any other medical examination that we deem it necessary. Obi o obeba na otumi hwe no physically no ka otumi hwe say nipa we no onye order fit.
Okay.
But yeah expert in that field. You remember later now they are called hospital.
Okay.
What they call hospital near amount report.
Okay.
And they are brave. So report no ba na it is on the positive side say you are fit to drive. You better ask.
Okay.
I take you through the process. Okay. But if the doctor says you are not fit to drive, that ends the process for you acquiring a license.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. And to say my learner license, now I go back to driving school to go and learn both theory and the practical.
And to be a learner license.
Yeah.
And son wako driving.
And son wako driving school.
Oh.
Because without it, no one to me entry new. Because you have to be on the road. You do far for the practical aspect. And you must have a learner license. Now learner license now.
And a number plate in here green with big L nana.
No, and after you pass the test.
Okay.
And I am and green in here what we call you have passed the test for the first time. And you P plate.
And you P plate.
And you P plate.
Okay.
And my who can say, "Oh, you're a new driver. You fix this on your vehicle, both the front and the rear, for 1 year."
Okay.
Now, Obia who say, "Sisi na yema license. You are not all that competent enough. Be careful when you are driving."
Okay.
That is the interpretation in the law. Say,
okay.
For the first 1 year, I have my license. No, you have to use the P plate with the green background.
But your license need a learner license.
No, but then well, after process, no.
After process, I'm wondering how Obinya enko Ghana Obeshani say nipa we driving lessons and son of Abamuho. Inti they all can say, oh, you be ma license, learner license.
Yeah.
Now they are called driving school. No?
Yeah.
In reality, sanity.
In reality, that's how it's supposed to be.
I like your English. That's how it's supposed to be. But is that how it is?
It's not all times. Let me be frank. It's not all time that it goes that way. Obi also no fun. So as you're driving, so when you come to us, now we refer you back. Say we call driving school. Say Okwa, the driving school come with you mostly on your mobile.
Okay.
Now my beji learner license no more because of the practical aspect of it.
Okay.
Now learner license once you demand it is valid for 3 months.
Okay.
That is the law. The law says within 3 months.
Okay.
Over to media.
Okay.
So when you're successful or you've not become perfect in the driving, you will come and extend it again.
Okay.
From the 3 months to another 3 months.
Okay.
BPM say you pass and then you move from the learner license to the actual license.
And
so after going through all the lessons, both the theory and the practical with the driving school, no, we have a trial exam where you're friend of CBT, computer-based test.
Okay.
Over the trial, and just 20 questions for you to answer.
So questions now for your mom pass it down.
I'm pass it.
Sir.
I'm for pass.
Yes, your mom pass 3-4 times.
Pass one boy when the over the coach exam there. And the amount option you have the opportunity to write and write so you pass.
Receipt
need be over here. If you want to receipt for 1,000 times, so say Obenjan correct.
Okay.
Once you pass the theory test, the next thing Obenjan is road sign identification.
Okay.
Any road marking.
Okay.
You have to be able to identify the road signs and then the road marking on our road. Broken lines.
And we are different from exams and on a test now be 20 questions test no.
Yeah, no, you're different from it.
Okay.
You multiple steps. Step 1 yeah, exam now be true.
Okay.
After you write the exam.
They be inform on step 1 no you say first of all DVL beje license. Learner's license. And so now they are called driving school.
Yes.
I know the Ghana for baby for mate ni odini boss echi. Masa when who ka or beje license.
Yeah, farmer.
Sir.
Yeah, to me farmer just called driving school.
Obi on to turn the car no
reference number.
Okay.
We register with the driving school now. Now we have a system to monitor.
Okay.
So when you reference number to show that what school we are pursuing, they want to be your license.
Oh.
To me, key in a reference number of a particular applicant. Less than I didn't find in your met me at my office. I will say we know why would enough road traffic acts no more. Airline watch and what the person supposed to know.
Okay.
All those things are there. And if they be finished, when you are done with your lesson, you key in against the applicant. Say,
I'm to me monitor driving schools na maybe sasa because be na mate ni example no. Afi onim say process ne say me call DVL na me nya reference number and fee driving school bia omo fee me. Tie bia my ready me di me master chibe 1 year me hu car ne kan but a requirement tiene no akope driving school bi otija me kan minim chi dada na on say ni bi phone no mo ye jaru into the fa me bata wo mo ti we hwa ne so yes abeje license learners license amano onim ka cafe no ko akosua ka ti ene bi kura 3 months ne so papa na wasan aba osi o waya ade.
No, one of the way of dealing with this, onim kan Canada now, they have a way of taking you for a shorter time.
Okay. Ah, mama ho kwan sa.
Yeah, my own kwan sa.
Okay,
Me ko say you meet you can say premium within 2 weeks, it's like a refresher course for you. O met me the way fam. But obi a onim yes, obi a onim car can craft from the onset. You need more time to perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, how to drive.
So in as much as you be premium no, at all costs you need to attach yourself to a driving school.
And the records will be there that you've been to this driving school. And along the line, when we realize there's an issue, we investigate and find out that this is the driving school who fails to perform. We sanction you. Driving school.
Sanction driving school.
We sanction the driving school.
Okay.
For acting wrongly. Schools will be closely down because of some of these things are on.
Okay. So step 1, DVL koje driving licensing. Learner licensing way. Nafa call driving school.
Yes.
Until then step 2.
What's your year? Now about the exam.
Okay.
Exam aspect ni 3.
Okay.
Bakuno ye CBT.
Computer based
test no.
Okay.
Who pass any year? The next stage ni a road sign identification.
Okay.
You should be able to identify the road sign, any marking, solid line, any broken lines. What does it mean? All those things you have to.
So what's your driving school? Inti eno so o ye ho test.
Eno
ye ne sen o be ye wo mo ho.
Ana o me ye no ye test ne nya ye no ye ho.
Okay.
Ye no ye wo board ye be pointing.
Okay.
What is this? Now you mention it along the line.
Okay.
If the examiner is satisfied, I feel the next stage is somewhere called in-traffic test. Or do you basic wine so?
Okay.
On what in a can no be.
Okay.
Be or you learn you got them over your fan, sir.
Occupational hazard.
Exactly. Maybe to me learn you got them.
Okay.
And it's a driver, you can be a testing officer. If you corner ne panel to me a kana, I was said yes, obeji kana dia back to the office. So, assume you say Nipano road now a passive year now. They are more temporary license at the end of the day.
Okay.
The temporary license is always valid for 3 months.
Oh,
but you say 3 months, na card na ready, no have your card.
Okay.
And in all these stages be a feeling, you have to resit again to what passing.
For all the 3 tests, you know. Who failure over Sanko.
Over Sanko.
Failure over Sanko.
So say over pass. Over pass.
I see.
Yes.
I feel when your license in every no, and then road safety, you who say, ni pay license, you know, and pa near diamano, and no day.
On say at the penny, about that level, now it becomes a law enforcement issue.
Okay.
DVLA, I am familiar.
Until one mumma license, we are more jumacy.
You may and see, but say a more license for B. Now the country F class very articulator and only Emra and Ebedi. That is the police have to. You inspect your license against the type of car now you see. If it doesn't match up, the law enforcement have to act on it.
Okay. License near the Mawa a renewal date and also home 70 say.
Okay. Yeah, the license Mawa and there. License is valid for 6 years.
Okay.
Subject to renewal every 2 years.
Okay.
So when your first renewal, now your second renewal.
Okay.
Now about third.
Okay.
Every third one, so I replacing the entire license for you because we assume say by then when you man information was so can be no apipa.
Okay.
Any animal be no back pocket na mo your license too. So they be out na so na twetwe.
Okay.
Obe one information in the hobby I do after the 6 years I replace your money and some of from.
Oh, I see.
And now I'm ransom my coin say license every 2 years over to me apply for upgrading. Assume you say I'm a B class of license today. After 2 years, all your first renewal over to me apply to upgrade to C. Every 2 years be you can
upgrade.
You can
so apply for upgrade you and also go through the test
you go through the test.
Oh, okay.
You go to got questions for the upgrade and you're different from a beginner.
Okay.
beginner no questions new syllabus near different.
Okay.
O move it to C syllabus near different.
Okay.
D and the syllabus near different.
Okay.
F in the syllabus near different.
Okay.
D and in the syllabus and what you should do.
Okay. And it's more like your certificate.
Yeah.
And sano bibi betimi ya ama ya revoke your license ana.
Or yet me revoke license.
And then be mama revoke license.
Multiples of issues can make your license to be revoked. One, reckless driving in town. I bet me my revoke your license.
Okay.
Or even on health grounds.
Okay.
When you look at our law, no, there's no age limit for driving.
Okay.
When you're 90, now you're fit, you can still drive on our road.
No.
But now you have a sight problem. You cannot see. Or your strength is not enough for you to drive. Near amount later, what do you call hospital? Report now, we will act on that report. Because we are not expert in the field. Until report, then we act on the report. Based on the report, you bet me a revoke. Obisu or lances no baby, am I a wrong information?
Okay.
You're investigating it, so you have deceived us by giving us wrong information. You bet me a revocable license. Court to me my order say you revoke your bill license when you are involved in a fatal accident.
Okay.
I have here say no, the fault is coming from you. We can stop you from driving. Revocation just said, but so that kingdom come, you will not get it again. And I hear what suspension. Yet me suspend you be to say China soon. School those days, was school now those days. Yet me near mana wakochi no. Yet me wakochi na few by 6 months or 3 months. Now what's our babio?
Okay.
So it is yet me suspend your license as well.
Okay. Drive a license in one seminar man for interest kakra and see Oka says my wrong information. Mami clarify what mama na fe conquer for questions so briefly.
No, wrong information into me but say we name now the my name you are within.
Okay.
And now the my say a bit also my wrong date of birth. I'm running say 18 years of age. Now I give you a license. You can have a license. When you're 17 and I say when you're 15 because of who body till for say when you're 18, now I have that wrong information. It can lead to revocation of your license.
And then I just say, well, Ghana has no license in driving beam. Because one me actually say you revoke the any permanent.
Any permanent.
I see. I feel me conquer 4 questions in this. Obi said, Obi to me kita E license, license E, but only motor car. On also only saloon car na say BB car. Is that possible?
License E in here for earth moving machine. Forklift. Those are excavator. More license na E.
Yeah.
And he say, "Oh, E now." It doesn't mean so go to me can ride the motorbike.
Okay.
You can ride the motorbike with the E.
But yɛn fa ne sɛ na wo ka bibia honom na ɔde ne question ne bae so na o ka so ebi obi kita B okita C okita F na ni nyina wo license ba ko ne so aha nti ebetumi aba sɛ obeka sɛ omi kita B and F nso no ɔse mimi ni saloon car ka nti then who want that anti o ye den no nya that B license ne ka F ne ho
na say license no afa kwan papa so eje.
Oh.
A fake license.
A fake license.
A fake license.
Now, yet along the line say what to me Goro boys efi ho and as say and some more online soft copy way. To me but I say with the taking away of this human interface still Crawford to me a procure unapproved ways now.
Idea you were original behind you were fake what we are saying. Once a nepa no bit to me who say colorway, honestly bit me to produce it to resemble it.
After modi various features about
we have security features in all our licenses now. License card now kita no cramp you cheap one. Card reader all this is so be more panel information.
Okay.
But fake one unto me nyasani amana. So at the glance of looking at it, not to me say when they are fake. 1 papa so NG.
I see. Emmanuel Guama says, I hear people pay, then they bring the license to them without doing any test. eno so possible ana ebi ate say ya ate hey pacho Mr. Kluger mimi here license so person me upgrade me license so say am person me call E and am person me call F na ya ambe upgrade test and so ya benya license possible sana no question
enye possible
okay
obeji license here no oba de VL officer you take your bio data you take your image
okay
you have to even sign and pay before.
Okay. Okay.
That was in early 70s. Why? This time everything is digitized. Yeah. Yeah. Take you company 10. You can inform me. You give me no.
Okay.
10 in your device.
Okay.
Then I take you image. We save all this in the system.
Okay. Oh, I see. Na de bia owom te se na me pesa wo te masenti me de me ho ye mfanto te se bia de owom dada now upgrade no so no de mo tamprint any ni face no nti
ba won to me yes our record is saved separately.
Okay.
And yet me print you license history for you. They say na when you be this particular year we have apply for C. This particular year we apply for D. BBI was system no.
Apply any dey we apply. Na test no 1 year.
Onye de onya.
Okay. Nasco Fufu say I use license E class. How much will it cost to add D class to it?
You can never take a D class at a go. You must start from B. If you start from B, the license itself will cost you 587.
Okay. And to me, shall say straight away we could do D ho. But in only case, no, okita E.
No, E in any interest, you must move from E to the F. That is not the meaning.
No. And yes, I'll pay F. Need any very interesting. Okita E. And no person or konechi, ekonya D class.
On to me. Obenya B at the account.
Just onya B and sana waba C and sana waba D.
Exactly. Sana emranit here. But the new airline now ye chance on be approving eba. In that case, no ubetimi apply for F straight, provided you meet all the necessary requirements, pass all our tests, ebema F straight.
And ye kofi papa question odi kan busa ye no. Say obi say mikita E, te say nasco die ya okura E. Opese onya di usi there bi bra B ni mu. Ansa no wanya C. Ansa no waba udi na wo hwehwe no. Enso no obehwe no obi kura sa B C D E. And so on to me twi saloon car. O say o me de minim saloon car twi. So kita no kra dia bobo was o minim motor twi. But o kita o because ono no the friend no head moving machine which is the E no. And no no say be our mining site be or handle excavators, right?
Yes.
Excavators ne sa ade no. And so o kita and so on to me twi motor. Enye nwa kakra.
Debe.
Ewo ho.
Yep, test you answer na yama a class of license.
Ewo ho.
Ti enya bibi sa the maya we investigate.
Okay.
Na ya panishi ne pano esa.
Okay. And the NASCO mpacho where you are no Nana Mankwa says they should add hazard warning exams to the test. But your test no hazard warning exams can one.
And your questions are multiple choice of questions that we set for them to write. Depending the question that comes to you will be different from the question that comes to me.
To me, Musa say, question one.
Question one will be your big question 30.
Okay.
But you are writing for the same class of license. So question it comes randomly. It pick randomly for everybody. So to me, copy will be there in fact.
But question be woman then befa hazard you see one.
Befa hazard mo.
Okay.
Sometimes we share more of a road sign. So you see more of a practical questions.
Okay.
Yeah, frame.
Okay.
And yeah, one way test for you to pass.
Okay. Shirabafi Thunder, good morning, sir. Please ask the officer, why is it that when someone applies for a license and is given a temporary license, it takes longer time for the person to have his card? Some of us have been given a temporary license for almost 2 years.
When the amper. Along the line, you have issues with our print farm. It's a printing of license in the lake Akraba. As we speak now, backlogs you are clearing in a year. You are clear up to about 85% of the license printed to the various stages. Semester and say you should rather visit the station again. By now, the license will be ready for him to pick.
Okay. And yeah, bra, sign bra, will be sure. But Evelyn Gemfield, and so is similar. Watcher and said they have issues here. Main sign and cohobium. Let me see who is here. Eugene and Ponsamboachi, please. What is the maximum age that one cannot be given a license? Oh, bra, I can't. So, who can say Ghana the any maximum?
Any maximum when you are fitter.
Okay. This question, says still clear. Appear Mark Bank says, can I get license C without license B?
On to me, yeah. But the current law, no.
So what's an actual honeymoon because it is a NASCO DNA.
So with the current law, no, on to me. By a passing new art, new year, the new airline, a passive year, there will be to me.
Okay. Okay. Golden Papa, please, why do the Ghana police also collect it, put it in their pocket without seeing and no they call MTTD for along the way? One, they need DVLA for question. So police teacher no your license every permit.
No, but it depends on what happens.
Okay.
Police are supposed to inspect your driver's license once the person is in a uniform.
Okay.
But it's only inspector that can take your license from you.
Okay.
And it's our inspector not be take your license from you. Once he pick the license, he must give you a note stating reason why he's taking the license from you. But mostly now, my license and drivers now police in the tuni bottom. No nanti, no call. You must. It must be only inspector and able to me are retaining or be license. Below inspector, you are not supposed to take the license. You can inspect and give it to the person. If you have issue, you move to your senior man, not the amount of senior man, or not taking action. And anytime you see the police carrying out operation, there's always a leader.
Who is either an inspector or above the rank of an
inspector with them. But I'm raping, you know, always no hotel one side. Now boys no more.
That's what happened. Boy in say now, actually your inspector now no afraid senior man.
Maybe the dress alone should.
Say be wa enye obia o man for enye obia nenim. So ko bisa say oh ene dey DVL papa I matida DVL papa iso aka so just inspector pena obetumi age o lines to bisa masa na pacho o rank ye den afa dey o say o friend the boss ne ba o ya den o mo be chiw. Oh, NASCO. Oh, how much? Oh, crown license. School new year. Oh, pay how much?
Oh, how much is there for a license?
Is there from E class to B class? A bonnie say, from
E class to B class, you were premium, and I what we call a standard.
Okay.
If open in Tema, now you apply for a premium. So we give priority to premium service than the standard service. And you get your license like a B, and you want to pay for premium, and you get 848 for the premium service.
Premium, you know, or go through the process as standard. Need go through and
you go through the whole process, but the end product, when it comes to printing of the license, we give priority to premium because you pay more than the standard.
Okay. Justice GM fan the in your last Dawson, but you bet to me at next week. Sister, please, I obtained my license since 2016 and haven't done any upgrade yet. A year.
Oh, that is your choice.
Oh, any choice, any problem.
Any problem.
Okay.
But we'll check your records. One more B license and doors to check all the classes.
Okay.
Go be there. All that the person needs some more license. Send them a police and stopping me.
Maybe
to true ladies no. Onya be pedi training small kana and one.
Yeah, no, I say why. Yeah, no, I say let's see. You better also. You better also now. The question is we will license and one year can, some year can road waiting. So on say clean ye bad cry.
Oh, thank you very much.
Next week we share. Right, Emmanuel Kluger, Deputy Director, Driver Training, Testing and Licensing, DVLA, and watch the road and the licensing and common. Licensing regime for a driving license, you know. You can cry my kakra. I say you bit to pick. Inti the see idea person maybe muma yen unhusa na amaye nyina yate omudwumedi na se pacho ye kwaba ye bai beto aso. Ama ya mamumu matwa ame adan ehu akwa aba minim se ade nchie na nso me pese me de kai mo se ya hu ne die nsem no ehia papa migusu a me sresre ya me pese me bua nkwada yi wo mu schools me nam Africa Sanitation Foundation so yi na ja minu bi o se oh ya wa ambassador no wa mo mama ne ama man celebrate na me se me so ja na ambassador de eye adwuma ha ho na migusu a mesese said ebe ya schools bebre enkran ha chantan die uncle Nick na nso mu a ye gusu a ye renovate ye na metwitwa pictures na bremu a said ya mu hwe ya mu ambe hu se ene na kyese asem wo hwa ankasa nti ye ntie die ye num keka kekan na yenye adwuma no ubo pelsi na ubo abanchi na nka ho echi na enko abanchi me so me ye adwuma so akrasa ndi aboa wo be kan fo akrasa ndi na wudi matem it is okay e kan adwuma ne ho ti ye sori kan krofo de ti mu de mo kan ye de atenu ntimi ma me nyai me gusu a me serese me wo schools ni bi na sen orphanage bi so di by wutu brewani aso se bi wanu omo so se ye de ye ni kitchen ye toilet no so kranye sister ya na efo anu tumbi ma ye emisi nyame be kire enti mo aya mo ya adoye no migusu amesre mo se ye na mo koye adoye no a enka makoma wo de obusa me a me kire obebere na wakoye wo ko renovate ma wo anye se wo kosi ni foforo renovate kra mpa na eja ye dudi so abo ho se sister fia kire di ni birthday eno ba utubre nu ase na toilet facility obe renovate ma yen ti de be bo ho fe so when we start to say chantandie ya say this facility was renovated by Nick Abiam Foundation and on Senai Kama when so was done by Alpha Lotus Kama pa me can see so say ya hu ne die nsem no etase ya ma ya ni ko ho na nsan covid by na duru ba bi kra omo cheche sa ye wohoro ye nsa ye sanitize ye nsa ne ade no afa die ye bi ba ya ye nya cholera cases ye bi so kra de na e wo fom na nso last year ho ba bi esan ko soro cholera baye mani ya fedi esi cholera ni entinika no ti we anopa mi ba nsuo me se asema ba no nsuo ye fin ni se ne etete sa no se ye ni ama ye ho so a eno so ko fa ne ho kan wa ne yade e de aba ebre mu kra na University of Ghana fo aka che yen se omo honom no omo suspend omo social gatherings ni programs akese aden a omo hu se covid yade no ase amaniti so e wo University of Ghana ho nti e che se yemfiri mu ampa omo ka che se yemfiri mu ubo panie no kra enkyere se wawie kra amawo bambo kakra nanso obetumi enya ena mpox yi so abeka ho eno so mu tuefo social contact any ade nti wu pie a kai se obehye wu nose mask no obi hye ne dia ma ne nyo se na won so ede an na sa amre wu da so tintim nose mask na enchia wa yi ase ne ade no afi ye besia ko back to covid bre no ni ye twa body sa so onu se ye twa body no kakane no yeti ye ahotokuro mu no ka ukwa yi ase a enum na machion eja machion na machion no mo so aba no mo so aba ma mo akwa aba ye mo akwa aba saa ye de numbo numu ka ya mamre kwan so saa so covid ma ye be hu sa fe de kodura yi ase a sie ma wachion mo ho mo machion mo saa ne esi twa body no se unim obi na wo hia no anka wo de numbe bo numu na wo ye oh hello uti mikromu ana makura na teka yo umwadi utwa me body sisi e dia umbeti azeze situation akofa ba ti ebetwa e body kakra etwa e ho body na chese ye wevi ye ho nti niam ane ye no nya nchia ne nko a yetena tete ntemu sorry ne masalachi no ane minuanu ane mbako masalachi no sanitizer no ehia afein so se betena tete ye ntemu no nyesa ye di University of Ghana nkwa ye ni beba ye ho so no na chese ato e di ache yen nurse fuei no masia ba biemu GRNM fo no Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives fo no esan se wo mo bo aban kokko se nhihye ya wo mo ni aban ko ye na watwemienu no ja eson ene 26 nti no wo mo bo aban kokko se wo mo aye meeting yi de ne krakra ne se huebe se wo mo anti aban kan wonti ase ni mu a ene by July saying July end of July na say July ending no July be ko na wiye no omo be san akọ wo strike ni biom ana obekenya wo si titio wo conditions of service no item 4 ana 4 items eniema na bi ehia wo ti prince ya hweme enhwe sesa eniema na ne ye de fairness na Philemon ni ene no tai ebon komo be 2 weeks ago ye ne bo mpunimpuno na yensai enkodi omo nkomo ne yempese omo besian ko sa strike no ebiemu na the aban so wo ne omo beka no na asumdwe emra nyesa asunu mienu enya kukuru ne sa nsensan na ya afo ene bebre holiday no ene ejwada eye 30th enti ebenada ye 1st July Republic Day se na no na meka chem sa many every weekend me na me yas wo ho e bi na amanfo ya so the holiday say what has the holiday done mo pe holiday do mo nya adwuma amanfo kra kasa ye kra no ye productivity ye low nti holiday no do so do and money abra obi gi holiday na 2 weeks away no or say me dey planning my life okay me say I just want to plan my itinerary and I see and na Tuesday no say Monday na me bisa say no ye wo musan na ampa Ministry of Interior e dia ba I say holiday ne die benada ye holiday na mom ye ni benada ye 1st July ye ni holiday no benada nti benada obekọ adwuma National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving no ye be ye emom ye be ji holiday no that's ene ene say holiday act no a omko ye nsachaye wo mu no a omo pass no na no Public Holidays and Commemorative Days Act 2001 Act 601 omo ye nsachaye wo mu no nsachaye no ma ye ebi ni say sesi holiday bia ebesi middle of the week to say 1st July ebesi benada no ye nkase benada ye mba adwuma benada ye beba adwuma emomo de bema ye fie da na che say long weekend ti say holiday no esi benada esi ukwiada esi yawada ye be pia akwa hye fie da afei sesi memenda esi kwasi ada eno nso de ese de ne yatim dada na ye de beko dwoada na eno nso aye long weekend ti say mostly holidays no e be Fridays and Mondays say esi benada ekosi yawada omo be pia e de na be hye da ti ne na esi fie da de ne ye de banchi abon eno anu no na mum ti say 1st July di ti ade chen benada enye holiday e 1st July all right en hye nyina be koso all right na mum ye be gi holiday no fie da nti benada ebe kwa adwuma joda ebe ba benada ebe ba ukwada ebe ba ya oda ebe ba fieda na holiday na ba saa na nti mehwe ye no na the next holiday aye benya no eye Nkroma Founders Day 21st enu ebesi weekend nti say Saturday na Sunday ya enu so omo be ma ye nya no adwada te se de kane no na etie na aha afei ensesa e ba ku biem enso ne se na anu ye di enu krampo kane na mozemu fonya holiday ne baako emu wi achiri wi ano a omaye achiri na wie no Eid Fitr no Eid Fitr de no enke ye baako sisi ansesa ye ne se omu di Eid Fitr ni wi a ade achi a omu woda bi a omu friend saada ne sen shark day ti ade achi a ye shark day ti omu benya enefu anu mienu wo Eid Fitr ne mu edo ada na de na anu omu di ye eno de ye baako pe ye one day nti sana ensesaye no akwakoye afei 4th August okaya ebere na abandada no ho no ensesaye bi bae de ma ye di 7 January holiday no aha 4th August nso ensesaye bae na ye Founders Day sabre no confusion na wo s no baby apostrophe ni nkoda apostrophe ni mra s na chi ana s na nim no if you want my behu say apostrophe ni beba s na chi for the English students eba s na chi a na che say nipa dodowo e na edi ye omo e founded Ghana no e ma yen de na e wo s no animu no de na che say as a possessive now bisa no founder way into this Founders Day into 4th August Founders Day no enu ye year free won tete aye ni 4th August Founders Day holiday bi ani ho enkroma de na se aba ntesi anu de se mo amocho for no mo kohwe say s no apostrophe no s no say na mo be interchange na fa. Now here was 21st September Founders Day, which after founder no then apostrophe s na chese eno nso ede eno nti holiday no ensisan ya abem kakra eno nti benada National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving yebedi die na holiday ni die yebedi no efiada. Bank of Ghana yet say we year adwuma for be 100 edi or say wase afre wo mu nti amanfo say Bank of Ghana ma confuse aye basa na it's a confusion aba no mwana musimo yi omodi no musi eja mankrofo bomu no e na afi de wo matwe asan ya wo masen aka chesa nipa be ye wo ha no say every next week iko omunsan emre adwuma hallelujah. So for me oba him afia chesi do e na ye bongo di fara David Oforisa form Dr. Osekwame despite ba Dr. Oforisa pon wo fase Dr. Father Dixon so de any cousin no any uncle Nick dan so abiam and so special nephew mashisha manu so atomin party ti me kura time ni so ye na adwen so hyehyɛ bibia se me tia ma afia asia ho na so no de ni search obey steady wo sister na ho ti say
nyankopɔ adu
if you go adum
de nyame ase
if na ma feel
ma feel
if you
okoto
ene de okoto asem se na meka
okoto
enkwan de ji so ye
ma meye ne de fufu
so ye enkwan mo
okoto meye okoto
pam
Haji
kande ni wo bidin o de ma haji aketoa se me makome kanadi kan ba eja wo
okay
nti
haji aketoa
Haji akonama
o se
haji aketoa de minti
kuna mani haji ade enye de kwa e di bi on wa ye fat title bi
anti borobie in some Muslims name
haji akonama de
names na dos
enye de
ti de na op
and ope
haji Rashida
okay you the wife of the bra Rashida enya me de
Faudia
na kande no se
Fati Chimduku ima mi wanya ama mi din ni bie
anti Fabi
Fati Bremelesi na mi hwehwe na wo de mami afami ni ni ka
no wati Haji Alidia
boajo sa Haji Alidia but enke no so nyeba na just a unity
so Muslim ni Christian unity
Fati hwehwe din ni mami media means with good mind with good intention minim se na me papa na no nim se menyi abenya adwempa me tuwe me wa adwempa pa me fa won ni awobeka
also ntwe de obi eka o
me tie de obi eka me wa adwempa 25 se wo mami nkramodi na mami de ase eche se o wa adwempa no tolerate nonsense
Safe no interpretation bekeka edi no
I don't just speak names so
anyway
I pick names for a purpose. I'm a Rehoboth woman because I believe in the principle of Genesis 26:22. The Lord will make room for me wherever I go and I will survive. I'm a survivor. Into it to be a Rehoboth woman. Me won't go for be ideal woman. Hey, I said to me, be as me tears as a me no me cry happy. Baby, mommy di basa basa.
Tell Lady Lydia.
Mommy di basa.
Lydia.
My husband looked at me when I was his fiancé and he said, "You are my lady." And since then, lady. Ain't baby, it is lady.
Lady L.
Lady.
It's in part.
And the
and the
Haji lady.
Mommy uncle, na monya adwuma na menya nkrata no.
Haji lady and the open.
Everything that will bring me memories of Gabi, I just love it.
Wow, he was a great man. I was here for your chance here, the Ghanaian publisher and no ena ekita me. Na Zoom Lion story na me de esa se okatafa. Eto so miensa e wo de obokata no emo. Zoom Lion Ghana Limited wo mu jiro mo na so. Omo she Jospon group of companies no emu den. Amane bra the Ghanaian publisher e de etudwa ene se the Zoom Lion atetera kwaba mu kwa na oko go higher. Zoom Lion e ko nanim pa. Zoom Lion ano ene Burkina Faso. Zoom Lion ko PM Burkina Faso na executive chairman our Jospon group of companies anom Dr. Joseph Sian Ejapon ene Burkina Faso Prime Minister Rimtal Bajien Emmanuel Odra Drago womo ehia etwetwe nkomo June busumi ne da na etoso aduonu ennan enkobo no echi no na tese Burkina Faso so afo a wo hye ahoden ne oboade ne pa ho nsem eso Roger Barrow na otiase ebe na afei opanyi ba ko a ogina Burkina Faso edim na osi wanem e wo Ghana ha Major Colonel David Cabre ono susu ejina meeting mu den na yemfa nkwa yemfa mra ne nyina ye boko ene se Zoom Lion Ghana Limited ekopiem e Burkina Faso wokoboa wo ma mo ball ho dwumadie nyina ma krakra ne kama na okrakram akromu tiwie na Burkina e krabesha afi watumi asan de ball na famfidie ma aye recycling e de ama kama ama eniema agirom nan eso Burkina Faso so mo hwe adwuma Zoom Lion Ghana Limited eye e wo Ghana na o ma ba bibia aye fe na o mo ye anyesuhunu bebre o m na e yo mo fe eyo makono nti o mato nsa Zoom Lion se wo momra na suehunu bebria o mde edi dwuma etise fefefe e wo Ghana no wo meye bi ma wo mo e wo Burkina Faso enti Zoom Lion agipene ama dwumadie fefefe a entise wo kwakodi e de ama Burkina fo na so mo hye dwumadie na se ade e fe ne se enam Zoom Lion dwumadie eso Burkina Faso mabunu bebre empo Ghana mabunu so bebre na ebetumi akọ sa on de entete na oyema mabunu no oye enti odibi be free akọ na chese Burkina Faso so afabia piso ama wo manya enwuma aye na eho ate na ya kono fefefe enti wei eye enigisema wode ababetu edwa enne e wode Ghanaian publisher HSA enye Burkina Faso nko Kenya Zoom Lion si minie e say African countries be brave e na wo mo eni abrase say de kwa ene say wo mo ekwa enne the Ghanaian publisher the story fefefe abetu edwa katafan etoso emiensa omaya de Ghana ni adwuma watimi atra Ghana eko countries ahoro de omaya de pa bo mabaso
elder Dr. Sion Japan
our elder elder oh okay
the Ghanaian point enamede etwaso managing editor enua Kwabena Mafo of Peace FM na Ghanaian point enimu ononyamfo Julius Debra Ghana chief of staff nimfoni edaha a ochia Chinese panipa bi ewo Ghanaian point enimu na ye can one of the finest gentlemen ewo my Ghana mu a ononyamfo Julius Debra Odimakotsempa opani said the word do manipa or what tima manipa na ho brasie ene adwumaden a oyama Ghana no echesampa ononyamfo Julius Debra wose e bonaba so na hwe krata yi a de ntia wo chia Chinese panimpa ne se Ghana China Business Summit koso den wo enkraha sei na weni de dikan sa adwumadie no koso eno nam so emma empanifu a efi China abepimo Ghana sei womo da businesses akesia no e China womo nyuma kesia wo China mo ba Ghana no womo akọ chief of staff ne office akọ ni pani akọ akodi enkomo na womo enkomo diem no eno no nyamfo Julius Debra ede to executives at my major Chinese business enim say Ghana buying under his excellency John Dramani Mahama ede shebi ba 2nd July ya eshase the 24-hour economy. Now they all catch China for any say Ghana is the gateway to Africa. So person Africa fananyina I saw for Ghana so answer no wetimi akọ. Enti they all catch some say wo mo mebie enuma kese e wo Ghana ha say wo mebie enuma kese a raw material bi o mya de adwuma no wo menya bi na wo mo establish wi a fe enuma no wometimi de bi akọ other African countries akọ ton enyamfaso enti some person be businesses enuma kese a the chief of staff catch China for ni say wo mebie wo Ghana ha say no pani asem o kan no utim say eto Chinese businessmen akoma so pa opani odi omanim ekoye euru a shen kasa no de eto chief of staff anim say wo mo China for no ma transfer hu say Africa ha ye can China in Africa Ghana so say China the whole world whole nyuma kese no wo enti say Africa nso ye pe ba bi a China for ba be nyuma kese a na say Ghana enti de chief of staff aka no wo me ne ya adwen pa enche won be bie nnwuma kese e wo mamu we ye nkomodi a no nyamfo Julius Debra Ghana chief of staff a wo boduma woni China businessmen edia enei Ghanaian Point edia ba page 3.
The Ghanaian publisher Krata Fetosumi Nsawa enamigine minority leader Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin Osahene ena obisa se edien na edom kese mo mbashebedwom ehu edien na omampanyi Jondroman Mahama na ban omahu a omudi hu prem ni mikatente ate se under certificate of emergency gidi womo aye Public Holidays and Commemorative Days Act 2001 Act 601 emun sakraye gidi under certificate of emergency and also obisa se edien na eye putupru eye emergency ewo we ho ate se omudi mika gidi ya wo maye ensesen na okasa ewo mrehebedwam na Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin asema wo ka ene se ye wo niema bebre wo ho a enke wo se mrehebedwafo ehun se eyasemia ni titiri ni edom kase no na eno emma wo mutumi ye ni putupu so jaso eno na ohun se enke wo so moye na sa niema bebrebe ohun se hia Ghana fo be mo madi ye nyina no eda ho eno de NDC mrehebedwafo no ehun se na ehia se wo mo de fa certificate of emergency mu gidi me kontam na yetumi pass me be ya bill na ye adwuma dabi na nanu ade ye omudi mika Public Holidays and Commemorative Days Act 2001 Act 601 wo ayen sesa wo mu no o se ehihye na so ekakra o se anya bi ade na eye putupu emergency ewo eda ye besesa ne din emu wo kire se eniema bi se emabu na wo munya enwuma nye Ghana for apomuden ho nsema enko yie ane boshe bebra NDC for share Ghana for mobile wo muntumi anye enwo adwuma no eno ni ade e wo se nko mu pentem gidi na wo mutu ho anamon enso ankoba ne sa Holidays Act no mudi mika ena o maye munsakrai enti na tete ohun ni se sa ade we ya wo mu edi mika eye o mrehebedwam no enye emergency enye putupu na ubisa nse ede obeka se eye political theater sa no Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin no ohun no anamo a edom kase etu ye o mrehebedwam no o se sa na wo mu ehun no na wo ka wo se enima bidika e wo se nkempanyimfo mo madwene ekoso na wo mutu ho anamo ebiye Property Rights of Spouses Bill enu se nkomutu ho anamo ntema ebebo emma ejapade ho ebaya ma omahu be omugina bre e wa aware mu Domestic Workers Bill enu so bebo tese enymanfo a wo mo emobro no mo mre eho ban e wo nnwuma mu the Intestate Succession Amendment enu so emma akonya emma awafo ni titru no ene enkoda no wo hu omugina bre e wo ejapade echemabre a ebekwa akoba se ebia eja bi afrimu ana ena bi afrimu afa the Scholarship Scheme Bill ni nyina ohun se eye niema bi a edika a ehia senke wo se no na mrehebedwafo no epentem jaso under certificate of emergency no mo pass sa bill no na be ye mra na ye adwuma emma chese Ghana fo ho hare omo o se we nyina da o sa nyina Alexander Afenyo Markin eka o se we nyina da egu ho ya mfa certificate of emergency mu NDC mrehebedwafo hu prem dimrika public amendments omo be ye ense some be Holidays Act enti wasi ye kodi nse body jo tire ya eno ni asema obisa o se ohun ni se babia aban ni suade hunu wa se ho ne hia no eho ehia Ghana for esa enti wo monkwai na adaro mo samre be esan se ye odi ehia bebre a wo se ye se oman ansa na ye de fata the Ghanaian publisher Katafren Toso emiensa we eye minority leader Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin Osahene eno de ensemi atu eja
the Ghanaian Point na me de to so me call page 2 Africa ha ohen ba ko ani mu odupa o me no ka se obepie mu e Ghana say King Mswati the third wono ene king a wo o my friend no Eswatini first near from Swaziland na ohini ana okopie mu e wo Eswatini man ni mu a district ba ko mu doso pa aye Lumbombo district wo mu MP I friend Honorable Futi ana eka say o King Mswati the third ne yerenum aya makomako edunum 15 na ono MP no ohun se ne yerenum eswadodo papa no oche onware bi nka ho because 15 there eswakora dodo na de ntia MP honorable Futi can say King Meswati the third ahensem no so ware dodo a eno eche se wo tumi wo ahoden Bible nhye udi so na che se Eswatini yo mabia one the Bible nhye ye dwuma pa na akotwa kunkunu mu a according to MP ohin bia na che se ni dwuma die ne kingship ekwanim no na na yerem doso King David na yerem doso King Solomon na yerem doso na omo pese King Meswati the third oburo King Solomon so King Solomon wa eware ahe se na yerem 700 ana na in plan for 300 and na yerem 300 na in plan for 700 the nim say na be 700 be 300 se on person hene no oburo King Solomon so or worry more than King Solomon na on 15 pa as a penin o delay into the MP catch King Meswati the third ne say enumenu ya worry bi nka ho on worry bi nka ho
come because is na ire 45 o
that be people dey about 15
and ma tete wo baby say we dey 57 na ire 45
ne the worry official nkasa dey 15 e bia concubine no and the tetare ho no
eso ne man 16 na wo sa ankoda 45 no
and man na 45
okay ne man na 45 and on e ma dunsia anawo okay
ba mo se ne ire nkwa na esua on person o twa King Solomon ento on wadodo na wadodo no kire ni tumi se na hoden e kire se o nyansa o de bebu o man no akoda ni
okay so or Emma 16 Urinum 16
okay 16
Emma 45
oh me da sinti Urinum 16 Emma 45
yes Urinum 16
and ono answer 57
and MP ni so wo che
fa bi nka ho
16 dey say swa King Solomon dey say o de dodo e ka ho Bible no che say ahen fa kese nyina mo are dodo nti o mo are dodo
eno hwehwe eno nhwe mo isu add more
Kwame wawie
people na dey aba
na dey and why you want be say wawie
jai Kwame wa ebo video no o kan MP na nkasa e kan
okay
nti pa yen hwehwe se sa na dia o kan sa na MP kan praise yonko
with honorable
Futi Nampalala from the beautiful kingdom of Eswatini.
Eswatini.
Yes, please.
You are MP of which district?
I'm MP of the Lubombo district, the biggest district in the country, by the way, which is still very much behind in development. And now that MP Futi is here, we're going to see a change in our district.
So this is the official?
Yes, this is the official traditional dress for women in the kingdom of Eswatini. So today I'm showcasing what Eswatini has.
So what is written here? Bayete wena?
Bayete wena wapakati.
Bayete wena pakati.
Yes, which is the praises to our king to say, all hail the king of Eswatini.
All hail the king.
Yes, please.
How many wives does he have now?
Oh, the king, this king is delaying us. We want him to reach the stage of King Solomon in the Bible. He only has 15. Just imagine.
15?
The whole king 15.
15?
Yeah.
So how many do you people want him to marry?
Let him go his own, so that we can see that our king has the power. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable.
You're most welcome, Honorable.
Papa need delay.
Na MP ni abrepa omo dressing ni mo na efe and omo hine no so omo tutu na say all hail the king and we are tragun to manumo that is beautiful
say dey enso efe
yes say
me dey go one ne pa ma mi o
fatal
me
fatal pa
haji aketo
o say papa need delay
this king is delaying us
15 there
producer who say no need time when you omo to story back
odile
ko break why no ma ye mo sorry sasa na mo to na mo odile mo kwa na ye be
am say for odile ma
every guy in the hall for come
no one and say oh I ma king smart the chronicle of
that in the one ya wo ye no ho ne say
okay
wo ye oba wa afo ya wo ye odi omo nkan cho say o nware ye ntia say ya na kwa o nware ye ntia enti na o ti ye nwa papa ne nware bi nka ho sister wa ware o se ni ku fa bi kan ho ni problem
ende mfa ho
so wo hu sa
so we say na esa boy nyina
ende boy mfa ho
efi a che na me ne kasa nye
otimi de nka me ni odo ma no
e se bi o so no so e ga ti o pa kwa ware na ware ye ofu
ma ni nwa na ware ye the chronicle the bokata eno de as oba muntie de ya akakarate
ma muntie ya me de muntie wa
kata fa to so miensa ana me gina yi kane nanu ade ya osofo dada na ohye enuane ani kua ho nsem eso ewo NPP abandada na apenso Dr. Brian Echampon enedie nani abriate so ogina na watu franka ediama NPP amanyokuo no afi 2028 abaye beto emom na Dr. Brian Echampon na eka say wo kire say se wo ba enwumesua enhyehye ede eye adwuma ewo memu a eye na se yesi de AI artificial intelligence ene ye de ebe ka ho no o se eno ano ensombo keke na yakasa artificial intelligence ya na yesa se computer mu research bi o ma ye kakra na enfidie no yetumi develop ya ma ehu bia ewo etumi bua wa adesua mu etumi bua odwumadi ahoro nyina emu ana Dr. Brejampon se eye sasa artificial intelligence ye de beka adesua ho de ama enkoda no na eno nko a enoso nkoda ne bebre na wayem hihie efidie baji yadwuma ye yesi machine si baji yadwuma ye eno se da bi eno nko anoso yemma enkoda ne ntiasie yie yemma mo tiasie yie a ebeyi sa esuro no de afi hokra enkoba se oti artificial intelligence nka na ne yem hihie na den a aya fidie ba baje na adwuma ye daachi bi no se da bi yendo mosuko enkwase asie na yemma yemma no entumi entiasie ekoba nsa yade a ebetumi aboa na nkoba nsa na yede anu fafa eka achechefo ika keke ene computer research ya ye ene yede mfidie ba beboa mo ene ade a o se enu no enwie peye enti yemfa MP so na wo mo enkwase ntiase pa eye ade a ebetumi aboa pa na Dr. Brian Echampon din sem wenyina etudwa ono nso ye mrahye bedwani ma omanfo abetifin ebra na chese University of Media Arts and Communication wo mo edum dwumadi kase bi ewo enkran ase ene wo mo twetwe nkomahwe sa anye bia sa artificial intelligence ya de kan adesua ho e de ama emabuni no da chia nkwa bi atwitwitwitwi bi bebem ana ebi ebetwe o masan ana sesen ene wo kan wo sese ya nchiro masie yi a ye de ye ne de ekọ yanim bibia ya abafumfidie computer bibia ya research eso na mabuni bebre na ye je o machi ye kwa ejom atese wo munti ase ye kwa ejom e wa brekon ehu bi ahye omumu ema e wa brekon eni kwan se eba ne sa enu nti ene wo kasa odwumadie na se ode atudwa se sa na ye si ye kwa ne dia mfum so bia eni hu na emmom e wo se ye ma eyi esuo edi fi ye ma na emu na nti ase ma pa ewom no etumi epie na eboa e ma nkoda na ehu se ampa sa ba fumfidie computer no ehu the environment ana bia ewo na betumi aboa wa adesua mu ebetumi aboa wo nhwehwemu mu ebetumi aboa obibie ma na tese ebe compliment no de onim dada na de onim no ebe boa no bebre etwen se obenye suo bi ana adwin bi se computer bejuma yo there be o se ni kwan se eba ne sa enti ye pem ko yenim se oman no achechefo mo wasudie ni asade se modaro ma mo kwase mo no nsuo no kwase na enkoda no entiase ye koba ne sa ebetumi aboa we ya betifi mrahye bedwani Dr. Brian Echampon ani abre na otu franka opese otu franka edema NPP amanyuko no chronicle kratafan etoso miensa Adekye ketwa
Adekye muhwe mu amefa ba bi mfi Eswatini
ye
da muhwe mu yo
se wufuru anka mpo mekọ akohu ina ma na tware wo
we amenyesa
evi se wo di free wo na enye papa
aye papa ubeti me free
se ye hwe wo free so ati
mo hwa bia amefa bi free
ubeti me free
oni lady ni hwene ne se tie bia wo free
ubeti